These two women came to my office, Shalini and Tamara Kay, came to my office, it just seemed like yesterday, and said, Graduate Student and Graduate Professional Awareness Week is coming up. We want to help recognize the work of our graduate students, and would you help support us in that effort? And I said, absolutely, I will. The graduate student, graduate college under our dean is behind you and with you and is in the trenches every day. And thank you so much for being there, and all of you who work with our graduate students. I also want to, and I point this out all the time, it's the faculty, the department heads, the TAs, the work that you are doing that really is the cornerstone of what higher learning is all about. And sometimes we forget when we use the word higher learning, just what is it that we're talking about. Derek Bach wrote a book where he talked about higher learning, and he said one of the things that differentiates us from vocational training alone is that quest, is that responsibility for discovery, for engaging, and I always talk about engaging in research that matters, engaging in research that's going to change the world. And when we can educate the next student to do calculus better, when we, and that's part of your work, or when we can solve a problem with tomatoes, I'll point to you, that might expand the ability for us to produce more food on this really in this world. You think about the day-to-day grind of being in those labs, of being in the studio and creating beauty and poetry and music to make us a better place. You are a public health professional. We need beauty. We need to have our senses across the board tapped and enlightened, and we need that kind of contribution as well. We are a Research One institution, and what that means is we are at the top of institutions across this country and expected to do work and to train the next generation of scholars and learners and teachers. And I couldn't be more invested and more committed. You will not be happy every minute. I so love that. I love that possibility. Graduate school is hard. There's no two ways about it. It's hard. I worked so hard when I was in graduate school, and I think about the things that graduate school today. It's not that different. There's nothing that comes to us that's all that worthy that we don't have to invest in hard work. One of my own graduate students, and I'm always so proud of this, I say this, I tell people all the time because I don't do this work anymore, I directed to completion 33 dissertations and theses, and some days I think maybe that's why I ran away to administration, because I was so overwhelmed with all of that editing, but I loved every minute of it, and I'll never forget one of my former graduate students said to me, he brought me this article from the Chicago Tribune, but he asked me the question first, do you know what the strongest predictor of graduate student success is? Of course, I could think of a lot of things, preparation, hard work, curiosity. No, he said, it is the support and the guidance and the direction and commitment of one's advisor, one's mentor. Interesting to put that in my hands. I said, okay, I got it. I'm not going to let you fail. And I did take it that way. No student I was advising was not going to pass their prelims or their dissertation or thesis defense. But I never forgot that, not because of him. I never forgot that, and I don't ever want to forget to thank you, the faculty members who are directing this research and getting these inquisitive minds excited about what they do. I was on a quick stroll across these posters, and congratulations to those of you, and thank you for showcasing your work. I read about, is it genomic or no biotic? No biotic assay. I learned about plant mating evolution. I learned about bees' claws. I learned about self-fertilization. I learned about growing fungus in tomatoes. I learned that informal writing exercises in calculus can improve math outcome learnings. Except I had to go to the end to find the outcomes. I learned that some of you are studying water, and I said we keep hearing water is going to be our next war. we can't live without water. One's going to go work in the petroleum industry and help them use water better. Somebody's studying Martian rocks. We have our digital scholars over here, and on and on and on, and I didn't even get to that end. Isn't it just amazing to live every day on a college campus where this kind of work and this kind, I mean, Martian rocks and tomato fungus, and it's just remarkable. I told someone, I walked out of my door this morning and ran into someone I don't know, I've never met, and he just stopped and said, I'm really glad you're here, but you have a really hard job, and just God bless you. I said, thank you, I will take it every day. I will take blessings, candles, flares, whatever you want to send my way, you just send it right on to me. But you know what I said? I am off to a graduate student appreciation banquet. I said, if I have a moment where I'm thinking, what am I doing? I just think of you all and your energy and your bright futures and the contributions you're making to make this a better world. I said, they lift me up every day. So thank you, all of you, for lifting me up, for digging in, working hard in those trenches. Thank you, faculty, for advising, mentoring this work. Thank you for our staff, for our leaders, for our administrators, for standing behind us. I'm delighted to be here. You give me more to brag on every day that I'm here at the University of Tennessee. Thank you so much.